I belong to you. I belong to you.
Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube on my way to MX Farm again. I just love that track. And two of my mates are going to be there, so they were like, do you want to come? I'm like, alright. So today I'm going to be answering heaps of Q&As which I actually put on my Instagram. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. My handle is here. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying my videos so far. Like, I'm really hoping to make this like fully consistent. For once in my life I'm actually sticking to it. So this is like my third video back like consistently. So I'm really excited to just keep creating more content for you guys. So if you guys do have any suggestions, leave a comment in the comments below. Any kind of suggestions on what you guys want to see from me on YouTube. Okay, so let's get into the questions. The first question is, when is the move to a 450? The answer is never. I mean, I've ridden one before, but I just love 250s. I think for me, with my strength, I think 250s just suit me way better. I'm actually looking at getting the 21 Moto Kawasaki 250F because I think they come out pretty soon, so I'm definitely going to be getting one of those. But yeah, so excited. But no, not moving to a 450. What is your worst moto crash? I hope that's not wobbly. My worst motorbike crash, oh my gosh, so that would have to be when I broke my knee. That wasn't that long ago. This is like I think I've been riding now for about a month and a half since I actually broke my knee. So yeah, that would definitely be my worst motorbike crash. I did do a YouTube video about it. You guys can watch that if you want. But basically I was at Warwick Motocross track racing. It was like my second race back or something crazy, and yeah, I just went over a jump, cross-rutted, and my back wheel just like went sideways, and the rest is history. I started real bad and just landed on my knee really bad. But yeah, it wasn't fun, and I ended up breaking my knee in two places, and yeah, I was out for about 4 months. It was a long mental journey, but I'm so proud of myself for sticking through it. It's never easy. Anyone who ever has an injury, I feel for you. Like, it's not an easy thing on your mind. But yeah, that would have to be my biggest crash. Second biggest crash would probably be when I broke my wrist, but it wasn't actually big when I broke my wrist. I was about 13, and I just dropped it. But yeah. What are you currently working on as a rider? Having fun. I don't know. I think cornering at the moment. When I was like growing up racing and like going to ride schools and getting coached and everything, one thing that my dad really took note of was the way that I corner. And there's this thing called knobbing. It sounds a bit weird, but it's a thing. And when you I'm driving. When you go around the corner, instead of holding your hands on the bars, you need to like hold your hands on the side of the bars, but that's like, and you can like twist the throttle then, and it kind of forces you to have your elbow up, so, and getting that right body position. So that's something that I'm kind of working on. I noticed the biggest difference when I started doing that at MX Farm, just like the way that it kind of forces you to sit on your bike when you're actually cornering makes a massive difference. Like, it honestly, I was like, oh my gosh, how did I forget about this technique? So that's something that I'm working on as a rider at the moment. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to learn how to ride? Yes, go to a ride school, but also it would be super beneficial if you have a friend who rides, or a boyfriend, or if anyone can like teach you the basics. Just get on, like, go to a farm with them, patience with yourself as well. But once you learn those basics, I 100% recommend going to a coach, because that's going to eliminate, you know, like bad technique and bad form. You really need that technique to stay safe as a rider. So 100% go and get a coach or go to a ride school. It will help you so much. And if I didn't do that when I was growing up riding, I would not be doing what I do now. So 100% go get a coach. And yeah, if you guys do need help like choosing a coach, let me know, because I do know a few riders that do schools, and yeah, like I know a few in the area, I know a few in Sydney, I know a few in Melbourne. So if you guys need help, just let me know. You can comment in the comments below. But yeah, definitely get a coach. How long have you been riding for? I get this question all the time, and honestly I have been riding for a while. I think when I was 5 I started riding, so I was on a Pee-wee 50 with my brother, we used to share. And yeah, basically because we live on a massive farm, so we grew up riding. Mum and Dad bought us a bike, and then we started racing, and yeah, like from there I just got really into it. We started doing like state titles, and we did a few nationals and crosses and like all these races around New South Wales and Australia. To America to ride for a month. It was really fun, and probably one of the best parts about riding. It can take you places like traveling wise. But then like about, I think it's like 6 years ago now, I actually stopped riding altogether. I sold my bike, my gear, my van, absolutely everything to do with motorbikes I sold and got rid of it. I was over it. I had no love or passion for it. I also was really focused on my career, so I studied graphic and web design at university in Canberra, and it's only like last year I bought my old Yamaha, and that was like the turning point. I was like, I need to do something with my life, so I bought a bike again, and I just got that passion back so quickly. I felt like I hadn't even had 5 years off. Like, I'm not even joking. I feel like I came back quicker and faster and better, even though I feel like some of my technique is still a bit out. But that's what I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, I've also heard like this thing where if you have such a long time off the bike doing something, like you kind of lose all that fear, and you kind of forget what's, you know, like when you ride and you like scare yourself by crashing, or you know, you lose that confidence. When you take like a big period of time off the bike, you kind of forget all those fears. So when you come back on, you're a faster rider, which I find to be so cool. So I think that's why I've got my ability back straight away. I've got no fear. Like as soon as I got on, I was doing these jumps, and I was like, what the hell, I wouldn't have even done these jumps when I was riding back then consistently every single weekend, racing competitively. Like, who am I? But yeah, what MX track do you prefer? Oh, I love all of them. I honestly find MX Farm has to be my favorite, but it just sucks that it's so far away. QMP is really good. It's like kind of just like easy like in terms of like getting there, and it's like a really local track to me. I really like Gap Creek. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I like Stanmore as well. I think it's really fun. But yeah, probably MX Farm. Also, like, I haven't actually been to that many places because I'm kind of still new to the Gold Coast and still new to riding as well, like back to riding. When I used to ride, I was in New South Wales in the Snowy Mountains, so this area here is completely new to me, so I still haven't been to a lot of tracks. How long did it take you to get a decent amount of airtime? That's such a good question. I don't know. Well, I grew up, like, I've always loved jumping, and I think from my brother, and the question always also asked if I have tips for jumping. I always grew up riding with my brother, and he was like a really good rider, like with jumps and everything, doing massive jumps, and he kind of gave me the confidence. And You kind of just have to, like for me, the way that I learned was just following someone and learning the speed that you have to do to actually like clear a jump. So obviously start small, like don't go and do the most biggest jump and give yourself a goal to do that, because there's no point doing that. You're better off trying, like learning the technique to actually jump, and yeah, getting that right body positioning. Go and watch all the pros and see how they actually stand up over the jumps, and like go and watch the riders at your local track and see how they do it, and kind of find what works for you. My biggest tip is to literally just follow someone over the jump, and also just keep doing the jump. Like instead of doing the jump and then going around the whole lap and then like, you know, there's like 2 minutes until you're back to the jump, instead of doing like a lap, keep going around in circles. Like literally do the jump and then find a little track back to do the jump, and then quickly turn around and do it straight away, and just keep doing until you learn, because I find that is the best way to learn. Tips for arm pump. I've never had arm pump in my life. Well, I have, like maybe when I was growing up, but I don't suffer with it, but I know a lot of my mates do, and also my brother did as well, until like this is just something that he learned. I always thought it was when guys like pump weights, like normally with fitness training, for motocross you kind of have to do high reps with low weights kind of thing, so lighter weights, and I always thought that arm pump came from people who do low reps with really heavy weights. But at the moment, like my brother suffered really badly, and he actually changed his seat, which is crazy. So I'll put the details of it here. You guys can go check it out. This is like not sponsored at all. I don't even know the bloody company's name. But basically it has like a hump in it, and yeah, it's really interesting because I think it changes the way that you hold on to your bike and kind of sit in the position, which is really interesting. So it's something definitely worth looking into for sure. It definitely could help you out. I'm not saying it will, but that's something that worked for him. So yeah, interesting. There's another question from a girl. She's new to motocross and she broke her tibia, I think, and she wanted to know if I have any tips in staying sane. Oh my gosh, go and read all of my old Instagram posts. It's bloody hard to get through, but honestly, it's something that you just need to like keep your mind occupied with, work on some goals, some inner goals. So my number one tip in terms of mindset is to actually just, instead of thinking about what you don't have with your life right now, actually think about what you do have and be grateful. Like find the gratitude in every single day. I know it sounds hippie and whatever, but it honestly will do your mindset wonders. If you can like focus on how lucky you are to be alive, living in a house, to even like have the opportunity to ride. Hey, fuck, I'm going slow. I keep forgetting that I'm driving. And use the time to set bigger and better intentions for yourself. Like don't focus on what happened in the crash and feeling sorry for yourself. That is over. Like think about your day ahead and what you can do to make yourself happy. Focus on little goals to get you in a better place. Focus on your mindset, your intentions. So yeah, if you change the way you think, then everything will be so much easier on you mentally. Think about like what you can do with yourself and just stop focusing on the negatives, because yeah, just be grateful that you're alive, and grateful for your family, friends, you know, your workplace, like everything like that. I know it's hard, but if you can get through an injury, then think about how crazy strong your mindset is going to be once it's over. Like it's honestly like my injury gave me so much time to manifest like different goals, and I've already reached like most of my new goals, which is insane. But I'm also so grateful that it's kind of given me a newfound appreciation for my life and my ability and what I do with myself on a weekend. Like that's what matters. That is like the biggest gift of all, from having a really bad injury it and not being able to do anything. Like, I promise you, you will find gratitude through it. Easier said than done, but trust me, once you finally get to that place, you're going to be wanting to live more and go on adventure more and like go riding more, and you'll just appreciate the little moments when you are healed. So it is hard, but just know that it's making you a stronger person. Trust me. Where did you get the girls sticker from? Which is this here.
We the ones.
I actually showed it in my last vlog. It's actually from my old graphics kit. So TNC Graphics designed and printed out a graphics kit, and it said the girls on it, and they actually did that for me. And I had like a spare sticker for my tank, like in another color, so I just literally cut it out and used it as a sticker because I didn't have my Yamaha anymore, so I just cut it out and put it on my fuel tank, like. But yeah, it's like not really a plain sticker, but definitely hit up TNC for anything like that. They have like all the templates, so if you want that, definitely go and contact them, message them on Instagram, because I'm sure they'll do that for you. But yeah, I love it. It's such a cool sticker. Next question is, what has riding taught me about myself? It's taught me how strong, like this sounds so lame, it's taught me how strong I can actually be, not only physically but mentally. There's also, I've got this weird thing with manifestation, and it's taught me how OCD I am with manifesting things. Like, it's crazy, and I'll tell you why. So if I tell myself and I manifest for the day that I'm going to do a jump, I will do the jump. Or if there's a really tricky obstacle, if I tell myself I can do it and fully believe in myself, then I will do it. However, something I always get up Mitch for, he was on one of my previous vlogs. If he tells me, hope you have a good day, don't crash, what do you think I'm going to do for the day? I'm going to crash. Like, it's this weird thing I have in my mindset. If someone brings up a negative thing that I'm going to think about, like a negative thought, be careful, because I will be thinking about not crashing the whole day. If you think about don't crash when you go around the whole track, guess what's going to happen? You're going to crash because you're focusing on negatives. It sounds so lame, but this is just something that I have learned a lot about myself. It's like a similar concept. If someone tells you don't eat chocolate, you're trying to be healthy, don't eat chocolate, all you're going to think about is chocolate. Or if someone tells you not to think about a purple fat elephant, what are you going to think of? Like, if you don't think, if someone tells you not to do something, it makes you want to do something, kind of thing. So it's like a mindset thing. If you think about something, even if it's a negative, it's going to happen. If you think about something, if it's a positive, it's going to happen. It's called manifestation, and I'm the biggest believer in it, especially when it comes to motocross. I am huge on it. Like, every day I go riding, if I think of something negative, I literally have to touch wood. I would stop, I will pull the car over and touch that tree if something pops up in my head that I'm gonna crash for the day or something. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so OCD with it. As soon as I touch wood, like, I completely stop thinking about it. It's weird, but yeah, like, that's something that I've learned about myself for sure. It's like a weird mindset thing I've got. What are my top tips for getting confident on a bike? I get asked this all the time. I've got 3 for you guys. First one is nailing your mindset. If you think you're not going to be confident, then you are not going to be confident. Confidence happens when you're in a good mood. Like, think about how you get confident as a person, not just for riding, but how do you get confident when you go down the street or go to the gym or something like that. Like, for me, my confidence boosting thing is getting in a good mood, good vibes. Music helps me so much. I vibe so much of music. It could be people, it could be surrounding yourself with someone. For me, mine's music, also coffee. Obviously, that's why I'm drinking my coffee today on the way to the track. Coffee honestly helps me with my concentration and focus. I use Before You Speak coffee because they have little sachets. I can actually take it to the track and make my little coffee there and then. And I do have a discount code for Before You Speak coffee. They are one of my riding sponsors, so like an athlete sponsor, which is really cool. So if you guys are keen to get some, I'll put my discount below for you guys. Number 2 is to get a coach and also get your bike set up properly for you. Honestly, learning technique and style and how to ride a bike properly and getting in that body positioning will help you and prevent you from crashing. Also getting your bike set up properly, who I go to, Charlie, who does my all of my stuff with my bike. He's been helping me so much with getting it stable. I can tell you, I felt like I was going to crash every single corner until I went to him, and he just lifted my forks up a little bit, and oh my gosh, it made the biggest difference in my confidence. I could start going faster and harder, and I felt smoother, and I just felt like it was just such a massive difference, where if I didn't go to him, I would still be stuck in this place feeling like I'm not a good rider, and it would just snowball up into a negative effect on what I think about riding. If you can get your bike set up for you and how you like it, like literally see if someone can come out to the track with you and try out different things on what the best settings are for your bike, because I tell you what, it has helped me gain an insane amount of confidence. Even having your suspension set up for your weight and everything, oh my gosh, like please go and get your bike set up, because there is no point riding if it's like hard for you. Like it's not meant to be like that. It's meant to be fun and enjoyed, and you're meant to feel really good on your bike all the time. And number 3 is practice makes perfect. Repetition, it is like the secret to anything. Like if you keep practicing, you're going to feel confident and confident. So sometimes if I feel like I'm struggling around a rut or something, I will literally do circles in that rut for like 10 minutes or even more, and I just focus on that one corner until I nail my body positioning and my technique, get like coming into the rut and powering out. I honestly will practice, and I feel like that is like one of the biggest secrets to confidence. If you feel confident around sections, you're going to feel confident around the whole track, and if you nail something, it works wonders. But yeah, just know that if your mind's not in the right headspace, it will definitely affect your confidence. So that is like one of my biggest tips. Next question is, what supplements do I use when I ride? Honestly, like if I didn't use supplements, I would not be able to ride twice in a weekend. I can tell you that now. So there's 3 that I've mainly used. One of them is Before You Speak coffee, which I was just talking about before. It honestly helps so much. Like I cannot even explain how much it has helped me with my focus and concentration, as well as my energy. Like it just boosts me, like it puts me in the best mood, and there's never a crash with it, and I love it. I also you can even get these from like servos. These are the cans. Sometimes I even put this in like a shaker with a scoop of my protein powder for the day. But honestly, like Before You Speak has helped me so much. It's definitely like a must for me. Next one is BCAAs. So I do use BCAAs, which are branched chain amino acids, and I use it pretty much when I ride. I usually have a double dose in a day. I'm not sure if that does anything, but I feel like, I don't know if it's just like in my mind, but it definitely does help with my muscle soreness and fatigue. So if you take it during your ride, it's going to really help like repair your muscles straight away. After a ride day, before I go to bed, I always take magnesium. Cannot express how important it is to have magnesium. It really does, like it literally takes away all of your pain. So yeah, that's what I usually have for ride days. anyways, that is my Q&A. I've got some more, but I feel like there's just so many questions that yeah, you guys are always asking, so maybe I can answer them in another vlog. Oh my gosh, it's raining. Like, if it's raining today, I will be so often. Oh! But anyways, I will show you guys a little bit of today as well, just what I can get. But I hope you guys all enjoyed that Q&A, and yeah, make sure if you guys like my content, please subscribe. It will help me so much. Like, it's really hard. YouTube sucks because it's like people watch it but they don't subscribe, but please subscribe, because it will really help me and support me. It will make the biggest difference. So hit that button. Also give me a thumbs up, and yeah, write me a comment please, and just like let me know what you guys think, what you want to see more of. But yeah, I'm loving creating content for you guys. I really do like videography stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys next time. Can you show some on-bike track laps on your GoPro? Yes, definitely. I'll try and get some footage today for you guys. I did film some last weekend, but I'll keep doing it and maybe show a bit more of like actual laps. So yeah, I'll actually put some footage here right now of today.